What's up, YouTube? Your boy Rilo is back. We have another new video to react to. Um, yeah, we got a little TJ apparently crashing out over, I believe it is something that uh Reggie said or Kai Sanat said. I can't remember. We're gonna find out. All right. So yeah, this is a video by Blackie Speaks. Go follow him, like his videos, his content. Uh, yeah.
Now, I want to talk about rapper Lil Tjay crashing out on streamer Kai Cenat. For anyone who's not aware, yesterday Lil Tjay went on Instagram Live and started going off on Kai for reasons that honestly don't make a whole lot of sense. From what I could gather, it seems to be connected to Kai's
Sorry, guys. Give me a second. Don't know why that happened. That's never happened before. All right.
girlfriend, and it's also connected to Kai's friend, I believe his name was Ray, saying some things about Lil Tjay. Now, during this rant, TJ accused Kai of supporting his ops, basically siding with his enemies, and then he just kept going, saying a whole bunch of other things. It felt really random, out of nowhere, and honestly unnecessary, but this is the reality of what happens when emotions take over. So let me play you guys the clip right now.
Facts.
Y'all sucking real ops. Real ops. It's not no Cos and not. The reason why I don't like Ka, you wanna know what's crazy? I'll tell y'all. The reason why I don't like Ka is because he be on my real ops. He knows it. They all know it. Everybody know it. My real fans know
Okay,
it.
so it was
The
Kai.
algorithm of the internet don't know it. And I'll be like, yo, gang, you fuck with niggas, that's cool. But to go out your way and just be on a nigga dick and just keep hating on TJ, who's your age and you want some older niggas, it's kind of crazy.
Yo, I ain't gonna hold you. I do not care for Lil TJ's music. First of all, his voice is way too nasally for a grown ass man. I cannot stand his fucking voice. Oh my god. If I didn't, I used to hate Lil Durk's voice. Now, once he started emulating a little more Vaughn and putting out that energy, then I could stand Dirk. And now I like listening to Dirk music. But Lil TJ, he's one of those artists ever since the first day I've ever heard his sound. I cannot fuck with it. It's sonically not for me. He's way too high pitched.
I'd rather you just stay out the way. So it gets me mad and get emotional. I used to never have outbursts before because there wasn't nothing as triggering as this that I'm facing now. And it's like, this is media train. I never had PR like that. I ain't never do nothing. I just drop my music. I just do what I do. So when you go through a little phase of getting trolled and shit, y'all wouldn't even know because y'all fans, you know? I have little outbursts and go crazy and shit and get a hate train like I'm experiencing. Snow. Niggas don't be tripping for no reason.
So as y'all could hear, the rant just felt very misdirected. I don't know exactly what Lil Tjay is going through, but clearly he's going through something, okay? Because the truth is, Lil Tjay hasn't really had the best run in the rap game these last few years. A few years ago, Lil Tjay was right at the forefront of that melodic rap wave, coming up alongside guys like Polo G. He had some extremely big songs, he had momentum, and for a while he was everywhere. But things changed after 2020 when Lil Tjay got shot and nearly lost his life. Since then, the music hasn't really been hitting the same. He's independent now, so he's not a part of the music industry machine. And like a lot of rappers from that era, his career has gone cold. The thing with TJ, though, is that it's not just about the music slowing down. A lot of the attention he's been getting for the last, especially year, has been
I didn't even know Lil TJ got shot. Doesn't make me like the music anymore, but I didn't know that. I don't know what else to say.
tied to drama. And back in January, you might remember the story, but he went back and forth with streamer Plagueboy Max, all because Plagueboy Max asked him multiple times not to smoke inside an Airbnb he was renting.
I remember that shit. That shit was hella disrespectful. That shit was hella disrespectful. Like, boy, I don't care if you a rapper, I'm a regular ass nigga, bro. I invited you into my space. Get the fuck out if you ain't gonna listen to the rules. Nobody's trying to hear that shit. Oh, I'm a rapper. This is what I do everywhere. I don't give a flying fuck. I'm a celebrity. This is what I don't do here. The fuck? Leave then. The Bruh, like realistically, rappers, y'all gotta stop this shit. Streamers are just as popular, if not more popular than y'all. They are a bigger celebrity than y'all. Why are you acting like you have a right to disrespect their space? That'd be like you going over to Mariah Carey's house and acting like you have a right to shit on her carpet. Like, no, you never will. You will never be on her status. Get the fuck out. Bow down or get down.
Instead of respecting that, TJ got defensive and started talking about how he's from the streets and how he was gonna violate him after the fact and all this crazy stuff, right? And honestly, it made him look really bad because at the end of the day, it's not that hard to respect somebody's wishes, especially if it's their spot. Now, fast forward to today, and this whole situation with Kai Cenat is actually the third time he's had an issue with a streamer. Just the other day, he was beefing with the other streamer that I spoke about, mentioned in the beginning, Kai Cenat's friend. His name is, I believe, Ray, if I'm not mistaken. The young Asian man, right? I'll put a photo of him on the screen right now. And TJ even said that he was gonna smack him if he saw him, just because of some comments that he made. Now with Kai, it's escalated to the point where TJ went live on Instagram accusing him of supporting his enemies, and after that, TJ even posted some DMs between him and Kai, where Kai literally asked him straight up, like, "What did I do to you?" And if you take a look at the screen right now, these are the DMs, okay? So Kai right there says, "What did I do to you?" And then Lil TJ responds and says, bro, you chose your side of a beef you not in and did mad weird shit. My fans will tell you exactly what you did without me having to explain." He then continues and says, when was the last time you said some positive on my name? Since y'all been cool. Mind you, niggas, you fake going crazy over 30 plus. You're trying to pay me to be a bully. Fuck out of here. And you definitely gotta underestimate how sensitive it is, or just me hating. And you definitely gotta underestimate how
Nobody has to paint you in any light, my guy. You were a dick. You were a fucking dick at Playboy Max's living space. You were a fucking dick. That nobody has to paint the light. Anybody watching that video will say that. Any regular person, unless they try to be a hard gangster. Nobody fucking talks like that. Nobody thinks like that, other than you rappers
sensitive it is, or just
and disrespectful ass motherfuckers. That's the only other people. So yeah, I'm sorry if everybody else thinks they're disrespectful, because that is what, by definition, disrespectful.
be hating. And that's me being open minded, trying to explain a problem I feel is clear. Bro, you think I'm doing all the internet crashing to leave it on the internet? Bro, after comments, yeah, be going crazy like, damn, he said. And then he continues and says, bro, you think I'm doing, oh yeah, that's the other comment. And then he says, bro, and then he continues and says, I swear to God on my life, you probably just laughing. I'm so serious, gang. My shit effed up. And then he has like a brain emoji. Is he saying like his head is messed up? And then he says, it's a reason I understood Kodak. And I see you defending Ray for calling me a op. Why you blamed it over our situation? Because I read it as him doing that over other shit, trying to mock my trauma or some. Lil TJ, my brother. Spelling is important, okay? Like, you know what this is about. Why you AMPing? Is he talking about AMP? Why you amping? Maybe amping it up. I'm not sure. I'm so confused right now. So as you guys can see, after what looks to be around 12 to 13 messages back to back
That
to
boy
back
can't
to
type.
back, Kai left
Goddamn.
Lil TJ on red, probably because he got, better things to do than to focus on petty drama. I have absolutely no clue what this beef is actually about. Honestly, it just seems like a whole bunch of nonsense. But TJ didn't stop there. Right after, he challenged Kai to go through his girlfriend's phone live on stream, basically alluding to the fact that Kai's own girlfriend might be cheating on him. And here's the post right here. He said, and this is his second Instagram account, by the way. He said, go through that phone on stream. Let's react. Crying emoji, crying emoji, crying emoji. And things just kept on getting worse from here, because Lil TJ actually took a screenshot of himself on Kai Cenat's stream, where you can see that Kai had.
Bro, what is also this is it's so good for context for today's day and age rapper, because all this bullshit going on right now with 6ix9ine, Young Thug, all these snitches coming back. Bro, is that not snitching what he just did? Did Lil TJ just not snitch right in front of us? Cause that looked like snitching to me. That looked some bitch ass, hoe ass, side nigga shit. Shit you don't do. And he straight up was like, look at your girl phone. You probably find me there. You is not gangster, bro. There's a reason somebody shot you. Alright, anyway.
Basically put him on timeout. And here's the post right here. And as you can see at the bottom, it says, you are currently timed out from our chat. You can chat again in 4 minutes and 56 seconds. And as you can see from the screenshot, he's actually on Kai's stream. And I guess this means that TJ was in Kai's chat spamming a bunch of stuff. So Kai put his ass on timeout for a few minutes so he couldn't comment. And honestly, I don't know why you'd even be trying to troll the man in his own stream. Like, this is Kai's hustle. This is how he works. He's at his job. And for TJ, as a grown man, like, it just comes off as petty. Like, I can't believe this is what it's come to for TJ.
All
Right?
these
It's
niggas falling
unbelievable,
off.
man. After that, Kai actually ended up
Hey, look at
reacting.
that. That's a circle of sad. That's a two niggas about to fall the fuck off. Oh my god. I can't. Alright, I'll give it a little bit to Polo G. Polo G, I definitely liked his voice a lot better, but his rhymes seemed too damn generic. And this man, he was all of that. Generic, and I hated his voice. Oh my god. I hate it. Oh, I'm so glad that era ended. It didn't last long. That era lasted for 2 years. Thank God.
On stream to what TJ said about his friend, the young Asian dude. His name was Ray, right? And this is what Kai said.
Lil Tjay threatens Ray after Ray told Thought and Lil Tjay he was an op. So when I see y'all little niggas and slap the fuck out of y'all, what they gonna say? Do you know what we do to ops? What the algorithm?
I'm not a bully, but I make threats to people online about slapping the fuck out of them when I see them in public. People have never threatened me physically or my family, but I'm not a bully. I'm not a bully. That's not who I am. Y'all not know the definition of what a bully is, man? Come on, bruh. Come on. Like that's why you're falling off too, bro. That's why it's easy for the public's perception because you're not bright. You're dumb. You're dumb. You don't even know what a bully is. You just said I'm not a bully. You try to paint me out as a bully, but you making comments that are of a bully online for everybody else to see. Nobody is painting you in a light that you aren't painting yourself in, brother. Nobody.
Say, I can't wait to see you, gang. Come on, bro. Stop the violence, bro. Ain't nobody.
Stop the violence.
Stop. That just stop, y'all. Don't threaten nobody, man. It's not right.
Good
This
advice.
is not right, man.
Good
And then Lil
advice.
TJ went even further. He started begging Kai to unban him from the chat. Once again, he challenged Kai to check his girlfriend's phone live on stream and kept pressing him for a proper response to everything he's been calling him out for. And at this point, Lil TJ started looking very desperate, okay?
No, 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 no. Don't ban my name in the chat now. Respond and react.
Another thing, and before y'all niggas, dusty ass looking cockroach niggas, start coming for people and talking shit on live stream, go get your braids fixed first. Look right, cause I know if Kai took off that bonnet, his braids be on fleek. Max took off his bonnet, he on fleek. Y'all pulling up talking mad shit, and you look like somebody's dust bunny underneath their damn couch. Talking about you hotter than them. That man in a mansion with his braids look like they got twisted 20 minutes ago.
I want to see how good I want to see how good your PR is. Come up with something. Respond and react. Anything else you was going to respond to and say, oh my gosh, I'm such a civilian. He's bothering me. No, you was on the ops. Ask for the It's over. And I'm not coming at you with no gangster Respond, you sicko. You sicko. Is that the reason or not? Go through the phone. Show the fans. The fans want to know, my boy.
And then Lil TJ went on Instagram and posted a bunch of stories saying the following. And this is like 4 or 5
I'm already
Instagram stories. He
exhausted,
said,
guys.
they scared of your power. You got everybody on ice, not TJ. And then the second one, or I don't know what order this is. Anyway, he says dick riding, and he added like a bike emoji. So like a, that fruit emoji where, it's supposed to represent a dick, right? So dick riding to the max. Another story, he said, rage bait. You just wanted me to talk crazy so you could spin it again. And then Lil TJ says, Lil nigga cap, he know everything he doing. Why you ask me what you do and don't respond? So at this point, it's like TJ is just talking to himself. But
This guy
man,
is
it
crazy.
really just goes to show how dangerous clout can be. Lil
Yeah.
TJ is someone who's had billions of streams in his career. Like, he's actually had real success. And to
Now
think
he
that just a few
falling
years
off.
later, this is what things would come to, it's absolutely insane, unbelievable.
I don't think this man's braids have ever not looked dusty. Little TJ, this boy is like the version of Meek Mill. Like, somebody need to get somebody, and he's the Meek Mill that can't rap, in my opinion. I mean, he can rap a little bit. I ain't gonna say that. I can't say the boy can't rap at all. Cause I've heard a verse or two by him. I said, oh, this little TJ, this is actually pretty good for him, Same with Polo G. I'm not like I don't want to come off as a straight hater. They have talents, but does he not look like Lil Meek right here? Dusty.
And to me, this whole situation highlights what jealousy and envy can
How
do to
you
a
got
person
that
because
much?
Lil TJ had
How
a
you got that much money on your neck and you look dusty? I don't understand. When was the last time you even had a do rag on, sir? What is this? What is that? It is in its own hemisphere. Oh my god.
it
All right.
all hits momentum, a wave behind him. But now, with the spotlight dimming, it seems like it's messing with his head. I mean, he even said, my head's messed up or something like that. He added like the brain emoji, right? And here's the thing, right? There's two ways people handle this. You can either use that fuel to get better or you can let it make you bitter. Sadly, it looks like Lil TJ has chosen the second path. And the thing is, none of us are above this, okay? Especially in the public eye, where perception is everything. But the key is not letting it consume you, okay? And
Right.
right now, TJ
Right.
seems to be stuck in that sunken place. I still gotta admit, he's dropped a lot of great music, and I listen to it from time to time. And when he first came out, he just had a different energy, right? He was coming up so fast, and it felt like he had the world in his hands. But ever since he got shot, popularity started to fade. It's like he's been crashing out now.
I'll say earlier TJ was definitely my more liked Lil TJ. I could definitely bump him at the beginning in a couple parties, shit like that. I can listen to him in the background. Now I hear his voice, man. I can't. Hey, somebody turn this off. What is that? Why is that even playing right now?
Stop. Both Kai and TJ are from New York, and you know what they say, right? A lot of times, the people who hate on you the most are the ones who come from where you come from and who look just like you. So, in my opinion, I think it's resentment, and that resentment is real. We see it in friendships, relationships, and definitely in the entertainment industry. So, from what I can tell, Kai hasn't done anything to TJ. Maybe he commented on what his friend said, but that's not grounds for this kind of energy. And the saddest part is how quick TJ goes back to violence. Not everything needs to go there, bro. Like sometimes words can just be words, right? And the street mentality of if I don't like what you're saying, then I'm gonna press you and I'm gonna beat the fuck out of you. Like it just keeps so many people from actually elevating. And it's okay to not be on top forever, but what's not okay is hating on the people doing better than you, especially when you're not in the best place yourself.
Yeah.
That's just burning bridges and making yourself look bitter. And TJ said in one of the clips that there's been like a hate train against his name. But honestly, I think he just did that to himself. People used to criticize his music,
Yeah.
sure, but nobody's really questioned his
You
character
definitely
until
did it to
now when he's
yourself,
kind of like
my guy.
crashing
You
out, right?
definitely did
So
that.
now
The
what
whole
they're doing is
thing.
they're questioning his character, and that didn't just come out of nowhere, right? Meanwhile, Kai, he's not phased. He's still leveling up. He's still working, still moving forward. And a lot of people give Kai criticism, but for the most part, he stays in his own lane, and he's only 23 years old with all this success. Of course, there's going to be some bums here and there. He's been involved in some controversial things, and he's done some things here and there, but he's now crashing out, okay? So maybe TJ thought he could capitalize on some of the hate that Kai is already getting right now. Obviously, if that was the plan, it backfired badly because at the end of the day, you can't take away what Kai has done, okay? His success is thanks to nobody but himself. And Lil TJ crashing out on Kai, obviously completely pointless, but it is what it is. I'm very curious to hear what you guys have to say about Lil TJ crashing out on Kai Cenat. Comment, like, subscribe for the algorithm, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace. I'm out this bitch, man.
Hey, that was a great video. That was a great video. I enjoyed it. Oh, wow, this lady's mouth is open. All right, guys, like, subscribe. Yeah, this seemed like a lot of just haterism. Just like homeboy's not getting the shine that he wants anymore. Uh, and he's trying to attribute that
There's
to
a creative side
Kai
hustle
Cenat.
almost nobody is talking about, and it's
When Kai Cenat is not the reason why you're not getting any shine anymore, my guy. You just aren't. You just, I mean, music now. I'm not gonna say you aren't good enough. Uh, that's not the case. I think you are good enough to have a decent career. I just think music moves fast now. I don't think there's gonna be any super successful hip hop artists born after 2017. I don't think that's a real thing, honestly. But all right, guys, like, comment, subscribe. I'm out.